Apalak, hi, how are you?
Namaste, Amit. All fine. How are you?
Namaste, Apalak. Doing absolutely good. Apalak, Tata Group is planning to acquire Wistron's Karnataka factory. Now, this would also mean that India may soon get its first homegrown iPhone maker. Your take on this?
Amit, we speak about Make in India, right? It cannot be more made in India than this story.
Right.
Simply because, we know how, Apple is trying to, reduce its dependency on China, and India is taking the advantage of that. We have three companies who are manufacturing iPhone in India currently. One is Wistron itself, the other is Foxconn, and the last is Pegatron Corp. And it's important for you to note that all the three are Taiwan-based organizations, right? So with Tata's acquisition of the Wistron plant, makes it the first homegrown company to manufacture iPhone in India, right? So there is a difference between, made in India and made by a company which is Indian. So this is truly made in India success story, right? This takeover is estimated to around $600 million, right? The Tata Group already has a plant in Hosur, which is very close to Bangalore, which is currently making iPhone components. With this acquisition, it will also start manufacturing iPhones in totality. And for all those who know, Tatas were in the consumer telecom space. Till recently, they used to operate Tata Docomo, which shut its operations in 2019. Now, why I call this out is, see, from a telco standpoint, look at it from this point of view. You have Tata Communications, which focuses on large enterprises.
Right.
You have Tata Tele, or Tata Teleservices as they call it, which focuses on the SMB sector. But we don't have a Tata Group company which is currently focusing on the consumer business, right? While Tata don't plan to, I guess, at least as far as I know, have any plans to get into the consumer business from a telecom service provisioning perspective, but they are making the inroad through a device story, right? So if you see, it's a pegging order in the entire supply chain. So they started with components. They're now gravitating towards building the device. And and we also know for a fact they plan to foray into retail, and they plan to have the retail outlets for Apple, starting with Bombay very soon, most likely in this quarter itself. And if sources are to be believed, they plan to have 100 such retail outlets in India, right? So, like I said, it's a complete pegging order in the supply chain and the ecosystem, right? This helps them. It helps Apple grow its supply chain in India as well, right? So that's that. It's a story which is about Apple's success in a very important market. We've seen in very recent terms, Apple's cementing its position in India. Because as you know, historically, the Indian market has not been a very big market for Apple, but things might change as we go forward.
Sure, Apalak. And if you have to provide, a quick summary or Think Teal's take on this entire story, what would that be?
A cheeky take is, China's loss is India's gain.
Right.
So that's take number one. And like I said, this is Tata's way of moving up the value chain as far as iPhone goes. First component, then devices, and then go to the retail. It's a compelling story.
Sure, Apalak. I think that was a perfect way to summarize this entire story as well. Thank you so much, Apalak, and I look forward to connecting with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Sure. Bye.